And he's going to explain to us how to ride a 2x2 Paceline. The purpose of this drill, again, is just to get comfortable riding actually next to somebody through a turn. We're going to do a Paceline just like we did there, but we're going to do it at a much slower speed, or we're going to do it 2 Pacelines side by side. The 2 people on the front are going to pull at an even speed together. This is where you really need to work on your half-wheeling. If you tend to be a half-wheeler, you need to, just quell that side of your personality.
What is half-wheeling again?
Yeah, you don't want to slow. You don't want to be pushing the pace to the person beside you. So you want to keep your wheel perfectly even with the person next to you, so that you're riding at the exact same pace as the person next to you. You're basically working as a team to provide everyone behind you with a draft. And you'll have a partner in this 2x2 Paceline, and you'll stay next to that person the whole time. This is really also where you need to focus on, keeping an even distance with the person next to you, keeping an even distance to the person in front of you, and just staying in formation within the group. And also keeping that formation as we make the turns around the track, as we go up the hill. Like we explained before, you'll really need to be cautious of the fact that as people stand up on the hill, their bikes may move back. And when you stand up on the hill, you need to be cautious of the fact that you don't allow your bike to move back and hit the person behind you. The other thing we typically see is that people in the back are coming into the hill with a lot more speed than the people that are on the front already on the hill. So that's where it tends to mushroom. So you just need to be conscious of that fact, and if you start to come into the person in front of you, put on your brakes and slow down, and just make sure you focus on staying on their wheel. In this drill, we're not going to slow down by going to the side. You're not going to pass anybody on the hill. We're just going to focus on staying in formation. And then when you peel off from the 2x2 Paceline, so you've been on the front, you've pulled for 10 or 15 seconds. When you're ready to peel off, you'll verbally recognize that to the person next to you. You'll wave your arm, but you'll also just tell them, now is when we, are you ready to pull off? They'll say yes. And then you'll pull off to the outside. You'll both pull off to the outside of the group, and the people behind you will come up to the middle, and you'll both drop down on the outside of the group and then get in the back.
And this is what you want to do for most group rides. It's the most efficient way to keep a group together, and also it's one of those things, if you're planning on doing a 50-mile ride, you're going to need everybody to be working together to kind of shoulder the load. So it's a perfect way. It's nice conversational pace, so you can get to know everybody that you're riding with, yet also you're keeping kind of everybody together. So it's also a safety issue. When cars come up on you and you see everybody 2x2, then you don't have anybody, 100 yards over here and somebody 15 yards in the lane. You want to keep everybody kind of precise together, so it's a lot easier for you and everybody you're riding with.